G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. So what's going well out the front? Well, the rose bed, the new rose bed that I put in, a Rosie, is certainly doing very well. Happy with that. In fact, we've got one here that's even going to give us a flower. So what I've done with the roses is this first one is a white. Starts with a, oh that's a taniki, but yep, it's a white. I was going to say iceberg. Then it goes on to one with subtle pink, and then sort of half and half red pink, and drifts on to full red. Got one there, and you can see the little sign on that one in the back there. So yeah, happy with that. They're going real well. That thing beside it there, that's sugar cane, believe it or not. And another new thing we've got here is that's those little solar spotlights. Always bothered me because at night I keep my bins out the front here, and it was always pitch bloody black, and it was awful walking out here because in Australia we have a general rule that says don't put your feet where you can't see, and of course I couldn't see in the dark, and snakes love lying across nice warm black driveways because it keeps them toasty fresh. That's the panel for those lights. Alright, so that's what's going well at the moment out in the building site garden. Out the front, what's going well in the al fresco area is my kumquats. I've had about 3 harvests off them already, and hopefully you can see in the video, bloody still getting them. There's a ton of kumquats on there. I'm actually going to make a kumquat lemonade, believe it or not. It'll be something new we'll have a crack at. I've got another lot of kumquat cello on the go inside being made. And the final going well out the front thing will be this little eggplant. I've had 2 eggplant stews. We do a Persian dish. Horesh de Badamjun it is. Mine's a bit of a different version. My Rosie reckons mine tastes more like chili con carne. But anyway, yeah, I'll stick with mine's a spicy version of the Persian. So that's doing well too. That's about it for out the front. Head out into the big girl's yard, and the first thing that's clearly going well is my tomato. That one's a volunteer. I got no idea what he is. He's a much bigger specimen than anything I've ever grown. So he's doing well. Rosie's grapefruit beside it. That's that ruby grapefruit. It's growing quite well. I'm quite happy with that. Gooseberries are doing well. I've got gooseberries coming up all over the yard, which is pretty fantastic. There's a few more tomatoes there. That'll be a cherry tomato. If it breeds true to form, it'll be a Perino. The spinach is going fantastically well. Those stringy grass looking things there, that's garlic. Got to say this year my garlic and my shallots are doing exceptionally well. I don't know what the difference is. I've planted the garlic in a slightly different way. Hang on, I'll zip across to the other bed. Past the arbour. Have a look at this. That's my proper garlic crop. It's going gangbusters. I just can't believe how well that's going. I've got some cabbages that are going fantastically. There's more gooseberries hidden in there. I've got some radishes that are doing brilliantly. It's out the front. The roses here in the back are doing pretty well. That's a climbing red. No, it's not. I'm lying. It's a climbing white. It's an iceberg, and that's the other iceberg climber. You can see they're both going pretty bloody well. In the continuing rosebush theme, oh, there's the gun I blast Percy with. In the continuing theme of roses, that was one I thought was dead. So I just shoved it in the wicking bed, and bloody hell, it's growing. So yep, roses is going extremely well all over the yard. In the possum devastated aquaponics bed, tomatoes are also going extremely well. I've got volunteers, tomatoes coming up all over the place. They seem to be surviving the possum because they're down this end near that security light, my possum proof light. The kangkong is going exceptionally. Can't believe how well that's going. The basil's doing pretty well, going a little bit leggy, but I've been hacking at that to try and keep it from, from going long and leggy. Looks like I'm having some success there. So yet again, greens where we can avoid the possum, as you've seen, are doing really well. The dirt bed greens out in this yard are going well as well. It would be remiss of me not to mention the girls. They're doing extremely well. I can't believe I'm getting 3 eggs a day, pretty much every day, out of the girls. And it's winter, for goodness sake. I expected they'd be off the lay. They're happy as pigs in mud, so to speak, or chickens in hay, whichever you prefer. We've wandered out into the little dog's yard. Ornamentals are going well here. That's a cranberry hibiscus. Yes, of course you can eat the leaves and they taste very lemony, so it's kind of handy. Geez, he's going well. Beside him is a bush basil. Holy guacamole, that's going extraordinarily well. There's a poor little Thai basil in there at the bottom beside it. It's just getting completely grown out. Gee, that thing's robust, unbelievable. Rosie's passion fruit, it's bloody always going well. It's actually producing a fair whack of a crop, so I'm happy with that. Down there, getting slowly but surely buried, is a little Lotsa lemon. It's a little dwarf variety. He's going extremely well. You can see he's fruiting. I've already had, I think, about 3 of him, so for a tiny tree, gee, he's doing great guns. Ornamentals that Rosie's throwing in. Look at that thing go. It's starting to take over in this bed. It's a salvia, that's also an ornamental. There's a lavender. Got to get on the interwebs and have a look and see what to do with lavenders. I know you can make lavender scones and all sorts of stuff, so we'll have a crack at some of that. I don't know if you probably should be able to, yeah, there's a passion fruit. There's quite a few on the vine. Like I say, it's doing extremely well. The snow peas are going alright. Rosie gets I don't know, 4, 5, 6 snow peas off them a day. She munches on that beetle, whichever you want to say. It's doing extraordinarily well as well. It provides another source of greens. There's another one of those bloody ornamentals. What is going nicely is this one little banana on the side. He's really obviously, there's Bob having a look. He's taken root. There's one beside him's not going half as well, that's alright. Really only want one going at a time. But yeah, he's going well, happy with him. The lemongrass always does well. And the final thing I'll show you, yet again, more gooseberries up here. Always got a supply of chilies, it seems to me, all year round. Just grow a couple of varieties. Geez, Bobby wants to start today, doesn't he? So that's good. And Rosie's papaya, got a great crop on there, or 3. I'll see if I can get under that. Yeah, there you go, look at that. And where do I see? There's another batch over here. It's a big hula of a tree. I keep that cut back so that it doesn't get too tall for me. Yep, gooseberries everywhere, happy with that. I saw another one coming up somewhere. I can't quite find it, but yeah, both yards full of gooseberries, pretty happy. And probably the final thing I'll bother to show you that's going extremely well is that little lily pilly. He's an Australian native and produces a little berry. So I'm quite pleased to see him growing. I still say Rosie stuck him in the wrong spot. And he's going to prove to be a pain in the you-know-what, and I'll have to be forever cutting it back. Down in the bottom there you've got that mother herb, that's that variegated one. You can see it's starting to spread, it's doing pretty well. And more bloody ornamentals, that's hibiscus clearly, look at it flowering, eh? Down in the bottom there, I'll think of what they're called any second now. But yeah, I love them when they're flowering too, whatever the hell they are. You can see I've got many varieties of them. So I do actually know what they are, and they are there on purpose. I just can't think of their name. This is a really pretty one. Look at that, eh? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, bloody hell, look, here he is again. Yes, Bobby, you're going well too, aren't you, mate, hey? You're going extremely well. Good boy. Yeah, good dog. All right, folks, me and Bobby will leave you with that. See you later. Oh, Bougainvillea is doing extremely well as well. You can see all those flowers. Got a couple of different varieties of that. He always adds a bit of splash of summer colour. And now really the final thing is, in fact, one I've already showed you, I just wanted you to see the passion fruit fruiting away to its little merry heart's content on my arbour. Not up the top so much, but down the side certainly doing very well. There you go, guys. I'll let you go this time. See ya. Have a great time.